Good day, learners. Welcome to part 3 of our 3 parts lesson series on special products. Just a quick review. On part 1, we've talked about square of a binomial, and then on part 2, we focus on product of a sum and difference pattern. If you haven't seen these videos, don't worry, I will put the link to these videos in the description below. In this video on special products part 3, we will focus on cube of a binomial. In algebra, we often encounter expressions like x plus 1 cube or 2x plus 3 cube, a minus 4 cube, or 5 minus 2 cube. These expressions can be solved using a long multiplication method, but that's gonna take us some time. So this is where special products pattern come into play. The expressions that you can see on the screen can be solved faster and more accurately using a special product pattern called cube of a binomial. So let's go to our examples and see how this would work out. Let's have our first problem. We have x plus 1 cube. So what we are going to do is we will solve this problem first by using the long multiplication method, and then later we will solve it again using the special product pattern. So x plus 1 cube, basically what we are going to do here is we will multiply the base, which is x plus 1, to itself 3 times. So it would look like this: x plus 1 times x plus 1 times x plus 1. So what we are going to do is we will multiply the first two binomials. We can use the FOIL method here, or we can also use the square of a binomial pattern, but the result when we multiply these two binomials will be x squared plus 2x plus 1, and then we will multiply this to the third binomial, which is x plus 1. So we can write first x plus 1 and then followed by x squared plus 2x plus 1, and then here we will use the distributive property. We will multiply the first term to the trinomial. So we have here x times the trinomial x squared plus 2x plus 1, and then we will multiply positive 1 to the trinomial, which is positive 1 times x squared plus 2x plus 1. So here we will use the distributive property. X times x squared will be x cubed, and then x times 2x will be positive 2x squared, and then x times 1 will be positive x. And then we will also use the distributive property. We will distribute plus 1 to this trinomial. So 1 times x squared will be positive x squared, and then 1 times 2x will be positive 2x, and then 1 times 1 will be positive 1. And then we combine similar terms, but we copy first x cubed, and then 2x squared plus x squared, it's gonna be 3x squared, and then x plus 2x will be positive 3x, and then we just copy plus 1. So this is the answer. Notice how long it took us to answer the problem. So we will solve again the problem, but this time we will use a special product pattern called cube of a binomial. The pattern looks like this: a plus b cubed is equal to a cubed plus 3a squared b plus 3ab squared plus b cubed. We will know that this is the correct pattern because we have a plus here, the same with our problem. So it would be advantageous for us if we will memorize the pattern. So let's use the problem the pattern to solve the problem. So the pattern is a cubed plus 3a squared b plus 3ab squared plus b cubed. So here x will become a and then 1 will be b. So what we are going to do is we will replace all the a's with x. We will replace all the a's with x, and then we will replace all the b's with 1. Okay, let's do that. So a will be replaced by x, so instead of having a cubed, we will have x cubed. Then copy plus, and then we have 3 times a will be replaced by x, so instead of having a squared, we will have x squared. And then b will be replaced by 1, so that's times 1. And then we have plus, copy plus. We have 3 times a will be replaced by x, so times x. And then b will be replaced by 1, so instead of having b squared, we will have 1 squared. Then we have plus, then b will be replaced by 1, so instead of having b cubed, we will have 1 cubed. Okay, and then let's continue. Copy x cubed, and then we have plus. So now we will multiply this. 3 times 1 is 3, then 3 times x squared, that's 3x squared. And then we have plus, copy plus, and then 1 squared means 1, right? So 3 times 1 is 3 times x, that's 3x. And then 1 cubed is still 1, so we just copy plus, and then 1 cubed is 1, so let's write 1. So this will be our answer. So you see how quickly we solve the problem by using the pattern. Okay, let's have example number 2. We will use the pattern a plus b cubed is equal to a cubed plus 3a squared b plus 3a b squared plus b cubed. So again, it would be advantageous for us if we will memorize the pattern. We know that this is the correct pattern because we have a plus here, the same with our problem. So let's use the pattern now. It's a cubed plus 3a squared b plus 3ab squared plus b cubed. Now this time 2x will be a and then 3 will be b. So we will replace all the a's with 2x. Okay, we will replace all the a's with 2x, and then we will replace all the b's with 3. Okay, we will replace all the b's with 3. So let's do that. A will become 2x. So instead of having a cubed, this will become 2x cubed. Then copy plus. Then we have 3 times. A will become 2x, right? So a squared will become 2x squared. And then b will be replaced by 3. So that's times 3. And then we have plus. Then we have 3 times. A will be replaced by 2x. So times 2x. And then b will be replaced by 3. So instead of having b squared, we will have 3 squared. Then we have plus, and then b will be replaced by 3. So instead of having b cubed, we will have 3 cubed. And then let's continue. Okay, so now we have 2x cubed. So what does that mean? It means that we will multiply 2x to itself 3 times. So that's 2x times 2x times 2x. So now we are multiplying 3 monomials. and this is equal to 8x cubed. Okay, so 2x raised to the power of 3 is 8x cubed. And then we have plus. So now we will have to solve this first. 2x raised to the power of 2. So it means that we will multiply 2x to itself twice. So that's 2x times 2x. 2x times 2x is 4x squared. So we have 3 times this is equal to 4x squared, and then times 3. And then copy plus, and we have 3 times 2x times 3 squared. 3 squared means 3 times 3, and that is equal to 9. Then we have plus 3 cubed. 3 cubed means 3 times 3, that's 9, and then times 3, that's 27. Okay, so now let's continue. Let's have 8x cubed, and then we have here plus, and then 3 times 4 is 12. Then 12 times 3, that's 36, times x squared will be 36x squared. And then we have plus, right here plus, and then we will deal with this. So 3 times 9 is 27, and then 27 times 2, that's 54. 54 times x will be 54x, and then just copy plus 27. So this is now our answer. Example number 3, a minus 4 cubed. To answer this, we will use our pattern. The pattern goes like this: a minus b cubed is equal to a cubed minus 3a squared b plus 3ab squared minus b cubed. This is the cube of a binomial pattern. Now we know that this is the correct pattern because we have a minus here, the same with our problem. A slight difference in this pattern is that we will have a minus here, here, and also here, instead of having a plus. So again, it would be advantageous for us if we will memorize the pattern. So let's use now the pattern to answer the problem. The pattern is a cubed minus 3a squared b plus 3ab squared minus b cubed. So here a will be the a, and then 4 will be the b. So we will replace all the a's with a, so basically it's still the same, and then we will replace b with 4. So we will replace b with 4. Okay, so a will still be a, so we will have a cubed, and then minus, so we write here minus, and then 3 times a will still be a, so we have a squared, and then b will be 4 times 4, and then copy plus, and then we have 3. Okay, a will still be a, so that's 3 times a, and then b will be 4. So instead of having b squared, we will have 4 squared. And then we have a minus, so copy minus, and then b will be 4. So b cubed will be 4 cubed. So let's continue. We have a cubed, and then minus, so 3 times 4, we will multiply this 3 terms, right, or 3 quantities. So 3 times 4 is 12, and then 12 times a squared, that's 12a squared, and then plus So we will now deal with this. So 4 squared means 4 times 4, so that's 16. So 3 times 16 is gonna be 48, and then 48 times a is 48a, and then we have a minus, and then 4 cubed means 4 times 4 times 4, and that will be equal to 64. So this is now our answer. It's a cubed minus 12a squared plus 48a minus 64. Example number 4. 5y minus 2 cubed. So we will use the pattern now. It's a minus b cubed is equal to a cubed minus 3a squared b plus 3ab squared minus b cubed. So we will know that this is the correct pattern because we have a minus here, the same with our problem. So let's use now the pattern to solve the problem. The pattern is a cubed minus 3a squared b plus 3ab squared minus b cubed. So here our a will be 5y and then b will be 2. So we will replace all the a's with 5y. We will replace all the a's with 5y, and then we will replace all the b's with 2. We will replace the b's with 2. So let's do that. A will be changed to 5y, so we will have 5y cubed, and then we have minus, so copy minus, and then we have 3 times a will be replaced by 5y, so we will have 5y squared, and then b will be changed to 2, so times 2, and then we have a plus, copy plus, and then 3 times a will be changed to 5y, so that's 3 times 5y, and then b will be changed to 2. So instead of having b squared, we will have 2 squared. Then we have a minus, copy minus, and then b will be replaced by 2. So instead of having b cubed, we will have 2 cubed. Now let's continue. 5y cubed. So it means that we will multiply 5y to itself 3 times. So that's 5y times 5y times 5y. We are multiplying 3 monomials, and this is equal to 125y cubed. So 5y cubed will be 125y cubed, and then copy minus, and then 3 times 5y squared. 5y squared means 5y times 5y, and this is equal to 25y squared. So 25y squared times 2, then we have plus, copy plus, and then 2 squared means 2 times 2, that is 4, and then we will multiply this 3 quantities, so 3 times 5 times 4, that is equal to 60, and then 60 times y will be 60y. Copy minus, and then 2 cubed means 2 times 2 times 2, that is 8. So now we will just multiply this. So we have 125y cubed, we have a minus, and then 3 times 25 times 2 is 150 times y squared, so that's 150y squared. Okay, copy plus 60y, and then copy minus 8. So this will be our answer. It's 125y cubed minus 150y squared plus 60y minus 8. So that's it for our examples. Now for your activity, we have here 5 items for you to work on. So feel free to play again the video from the beginning so that you will have a good idea on how to answer this. If you find this video helpful, please do me a favor and subscribe. Also, like and share the video so that we will be able to reach as many learners as possible. Also, do not forget to hit the notification bell so that you will be updated whenever we will add a new video in our channel. Thank you for watching and see you again on our next video.